Thanks for all your great work last week, grade 2, on understanding the life cycle of a chicken. Today we're going on a really exciting adventure. Gigi and I are going to pick up some fertilized eggs. Now, we told you that our hens weren't broody. That means they didn't want to sit on their nest. They didn't want to try to hatch their own eggs into chicks. And it's really something that you can't force the hens to do. So we are going to get some eggs that have been fertilized by other hens, and we're going to incubate them in our incubator. It's also going to give us an opportunity to bring some variety into our flock. So we've just collected our eggs and we have an amazing variety. Hey Gigi, do you want to show what the eggs look like?
Absolutely. These are them. So looking at them right now, I'm thinking this egg is probably an olive egger. These could be some black copper morans. These darker chocolate colored ones. And these ones look like nice blue Americanas. So we've got an amazing variety here.
Nice.
So this is our egg incubator that we are hatching our chicks this year in. So right now we've got it set to 37.5 degrees Celsius, and inside, if you want to come and peek your head in with me, are the eggs. We've got some beautiful little eggs in here, like a little olive egger and maybe a black copper moran, but they stay here with a high temperature and a high humidity so they can hatch nice and.
And you all remember, how long will these eggs be in the egg incubator? Let's say it all at the same time, everyone. How many days? 1, 2,
3, 4,
21 days.
Hi everybody, it's Gigi here, and today I'll be with my mom a little later on, but there's something really interesting in this bird box, and you guys might remember when we checked out this bird box a little while ago, but if we open this up, look who's right there. Can you see them all? Those are some beautiful babies. Hi.
So today is another really exciting day. I've got my hand on this incubator, and it's really, really warm. Gigi says all of the eggs in this incubator are filled with a dark matter inside, because she candles them, which means she shines a light in them to see if the chick is developing. So she's taken a look and said the chicks are developing or have developed because the egg is dark inside. So tomorrow is really, really important. We change the incubation from, it's called lockdown, where we put all the eggs on one level, and it gives the chicks an opportunity to hatch. So they could hatch anytime between tomorrow and then 3 days from then. So it's a hatching period. So come on over, let's go see the brooder now. Okay, so here's our brooder that we're gonna put the chicks in right after they come out of their shells. So here's our heat lamp. It shines with a red bulb. It heats up the area below the lamp to about 100 degrees Fahrenheit, which is around 37 degrees Celsius. So the chicks need to be really nice and warm in this environment. And when you see the chicks huddling right underneath the heat lamp, that means you know they are chilly and they need to stay warm. But if you see them move to the edge of the brooder away from the heat lamp, that means they need to cool down. So it's really important to keep the chicks at just the right temperature. And here is their feeder. So this is where they get their chick food. And this this rotating part keeps the chicks from standing in their feet, because they tend to, one of the things that they learn really quickly is to scratch. And if they scratch all of their feed out of the feeder, they're gonna get hungry. And it also prevents them just from standing in this feeder and pooping in it, which means this feed will get a bit unclean. So coming over here, you can see this right here is how they get their water. So we need to keep this full of nice, clean, fresh water every day. And down here, you can see that we've put stones in the bottom of the water dispenser, and that's to prevent the chicks from falling in and drowning. So they'll be able to access the water safely without falling in and drowning. Now, right under here, you can see the fine cut straw. So this keeps the brooder nice and dry. So the conditions they need to stay nice and healthy whilst they're growing up is they need to stay nice and warm, they need to stay dry, and it needs to be a soft and comfortable area where there's lots of fresh food and lots of fresh water. If you think this looks like a dog crate, you're absolutely right. It was used as our dog crate, but it's also the perfect place to raise chicks.